Hello, this is our digital resource by Bailey and Charlie Anderson. It'll be about health and well-being. It's influenced by thoughts, feelings, and actions. A lot of this resource package will be based off of the indicator USC 2.1, which is to demonstrate a basic understanding of how thoughts, feelings, and actions influence health and well-being.
Here is our land acknowledgement. Before we begin, we wanted to acknowledge that the University of Regina is situated on Treaty 4 lands with a presence in Treaty 6. The traditional territories of the Nahiawak, Anishinaabeg, Dakota, Lakota, and Nakota, and the homeland of the Métis Nation. These lands are the shared territory of many diverse peoples near and far.
On this page, we have our indicators, which follow the outcome we listed on the first slide. These indicators helped us facilitate our stop, think, and do throughout this whole digital resource.
Here is our table of contents. First, we will be talking about our stop, which is wonder and question. Moving on to think, where we gather information and talk about decision making. Next, our do, which we will talk about our action plan.
On this page, we have a video about the 7 sacred teachings. This video includes terms about respect, honesty, and what they mean, especially from the Indigenous people's point of view. This video will also help to facilitate questions for inspiring and wondering as well, which will be on the next slide.
Here are our questions to inspire wonder. Our first one is, how can I use the 7 sacred teachings and apply it to my health and well-being? How do the sacred teachings impact my health and well-being on a day-to-day basis? How is being honest with yourself and others important for your health and well-being? Why is sacred teaching of humility important for us to know and use for our health and well-being? Now, those and the other questions on the page are just some of our examples to inspire wonder. We wanted to leave some time for you all to think of your own questions that inspire even more wonder, especially in regards to health and well-being.
On this slide, we have our creating questions activity. We wanted you to create your own wonders and questions about health and well-being. How do they connect to the 7 sacred teachings? We want you to write yours in your own space, but you could also choose to add it to our community brainstorm through Mentimeter. We have 2 participation links below. You can click the community questions and wonders, which will open up a Mentimeter presentation that has a singular slide, where you can put your questions and wonders on it. You will see that there are some previously asked questions as well. There is another participation link for the community brainstorm. On that singular slide, which is also through Mentimeter, you can write down words that make you think about health and well-being.
For our next activity, we have the medicine wheel. If you click on the title, it will take you to a Google Doc where you can print out the outline. The outline is of our example we have on the right side of the slide. Feel free to use this template in its whole or as a guide to connecting ways we can take care of each part of our own medicine wheel.
Now, on this slide, we will be going over our I can statements. I can statements are an excellent tool to investigate and illustrate how particular thoughts can make one feel.
Here are some of our I can statements. I can examine the concepts of advice and help and develop the abilities to ask for both. I can determine safety supports in the community. Here are some of our examples to help facilitate your I can statements around health and well-being.
Going further into our Think segment, we're going to gather information. Below, we have some links and different websites where you can do research to find strategies, point of views, and new knowledge to develop a framework that works best for you when writing your daily journals to create a lifelong healthy well-being.
Going into our decision-making portion of Think, we chose DM 2.1, which is demonstrate how, why, and when to ask for help and or advice when discovering healthy connections related to thoughts, feelings, and actions. This can be done on paper or electronically for your own use. With journaling and writing, we have writing a letter, story, or journal, which is the use of information learned and gathered from the past slides to inspire ways of journaling and writing your ideas, thoughts, feelings, and emotions, which leads to writing as a guide, which is where you write the ways to demonstrate how you plan to use these newly learned outlets to create healthy connections for yourself. Then it goes to writing for your health and well-being, where you read what you wrote, reflect, write more, and or read to a member of support. Use as your guide to a healthier well-being.
Going forward into the action plan portion of the do with our stop, think, and do, we have the outcome that follows our main topic of health and well-being, which says act upon health-related understandings, skills, and confidences to make healthy connections related to personal thoughts, feelings, and actions. For this, we wanted you to create a daily routine for your health and well-being. We want you and your grown-ups to talk about daily routines or new habits that impact the cause and effect relationships with our thoughts, feelings, and actions. We have also included a slide full of daily routine template ideas. If you click on the titles that are underlined, it'll take you to a Google Doc where you can print out the planner of your choice. We included some planners that help you plan out your week, your day, and some that even include your emotion. Feel free to go online to find a different daily planner or even make one from scratch that suits your daily routine. Now we're going to do a recap, a health and well-being summary. We went through stop, think part 2, and do. With our stop, we were able to create a baseline of knowledge that was new or building off of prior knowledge to create a new space of questions or wondering. Secondly, we were able to use online resources to learn more about the topics that surround our health and well-beings. Going forward, we were able to use learned and built-on information and strategies to write out and explore the information to promote written ways to fulfill healthy decision-making. And as our action plan, we are applying our stop, thinks to our do, where we can use what we've learned and create new routines that help carry out our journey on health and well-being.
On this slide, we have incorporated some helpline numbers as well as their websites. If you click on the underlined titles, it will take you directly to that site. These sites and numbers provide different forms of help and advice if needed.
Thank you all for listening, learning, and participating with the slideshow.
Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye and take care.